When we talk about patient adherence at home, we have to talk family. Family plays an undeniably crucial role in ensuring that patients receive the care they need. More importantly, they're the most basic unit, the most fundamental catalyst in ensuring that all individuals, family members, adhere to healthy practices and behaviors through mutual encouragement and reinforcement. Now, more than ever, family members are spending time together and seeing each other. So how can we capitalize on this? Well, what is one of the most universal and oldest traditions of families around the world? An activity that over 50% of Americans participate in multiple times a year. Game night. That's right, board games. A $7.2 billion industry that's projected to grow 25% year over year in the next half a decade. So we set out to create a board game, but not just any board game, a board game that incentivizes healthy action, teaches healthy behavior, and adds just a touch of competition. A game that makes adhering to healthy practices fun. We call it Wealth of Health. Get it? Because it's a wealth of health. So how do we play this game? This is the layout of the board. As you can see, it's color-coded, with each tile representing a deck: the question deck, action deck, competition deck, and special deck. Some tiles that are marked with the black dot also refer to the disease deck. Players will all begin at the start tile. Out of 4 to 8 total players, there will be 1 to 3 assigned as sick, while the rest will be citizens. The goal of the citizens is to all reach the end tile, the finish line. The goal of the sick is to get there before the last citizen arrives at the finish line. However, if a sick ends up on the same square as any citizen, that citizen is immediately sent to the hospital, which is indicated on the board. Each turn, every player rolls a dice in order and moves forward a corresponding number of tiles. Depending on the color of the tile they land on, they will draw from the corresponding deck. The sick team can and will only draw from the disease deck when indicated. Depending on the card drawn, the player may move forward, backwards, or gain or lose a symptom. When a player accrues 3 symptoms, they will be sent to the hospital. When a player reaches the hospital, they are required to draw and complete 3 action cards, followed by skipping a turn. They will then exit the hospital with 0 symptoms and be placed in the adjacent tile. The 5 types of cards are question, action, competition, special, and disease cards. Question cards will ask questions of the players who drew it. For example, did you wash your hands today? If yes, move forward by 3 squares. If no, get a symptom and move back by 3 squares. Action cards will ask the player to complete an action. For example, do the tricep stretch for 10 seconds on each arm. Competition cards will require the player who drew the card and a member of the sick team to engage in a showdown. This can be through questions or actions. For example, write down as many things that you are grateful for as you can within 30 seconds. Winner, move forward 2 squares. Loser, move back 1 square. Special cards will benefit or harm the citizens. For example, you visited the doctor. Remove a symptom. They may also include cards to be used later. For example, you got vaccinated. Save this for a single use to avoid going to the hospital. Disease cards can only be drawn by the sick team. They include cards that adversely affect the citizens or harm the sick. For example, oops, everyone forgot their mask. Everyone gets a symptom. As you can see, what this game achieves is a blend of competitive fun and healthy practice. We encourage hand washing through races. Players advance through learning how to take their heart rate or performing a common stretch routine. The end goal is for people to feel like they are playing and not being lectured or told. After all, we are far more inclined to do what we enjoy. These small incentives matter. Studies repeatedly show that exposure is key to reducing behavioral resistance and promoting habit formation. And we all know that the only things better than quality care are quality prevention and quality habits. Through this board game, Wealth of Health, we can reach out to every family and every family member and encourage adherence to healthy practices, both overtly and covertly, in a significant way. Thank you to the judges for your time and attention, and to the event organizers for a wonderful hackathon. I hope you enjoy the presentation and shared a laugh. After all, laughter is the best medicine.